are back with our Fields of Fire Normandy campaign. This is the second mission in the Normandy campaign, and we will jump into the action with the next turn right now. Okie dokie. So, thinking about what we should be thinking about doing this turn, I'm thinking like we should use the XO to send this guy forward and then call for a ceasefire. So then we'll be on the same card as this guy, which I think, we'll begin pushing forward and we'll be on the same card as this guy.
Well, all of these are undercover, right?
All of them are undercover, yeah. We can, put them all under.
I'm going to put them together just...
I think we just let... This card we just hope we can escape out of.
We know one's coming home. Can we verify that we could move? Well, my question here would be, do we want to get third platoon up to that card?
I think we should move third platoon up.
And do we look at moving first platoon here with it all pinned? Or is it too risky? It would be well, if we could find cover, like if you did a platoon move and found cover.
Well, one of the things we could do is we could move the assault team up to here. And then, again, we can move the assault team up to here. And then we can
I like the idea of moving the assault team up to there.
Then we can do a ceasefire up here.
Ceasefire, like move first platoon and ceasefire.
Yeah, and we could even potentially move the fire team here to clear that potential contact. Now the real interesting question is whether or not we want to move anybody forward to here. This is not going to be under fire this turn because of this.
Yep.
So, I mean, it risks this guy sort of like coming alive again and targeting it. But I think the thing is that if he comes alive again, like we've got a chance to move guys out of this hex out of this card if he comes alive again. So I think we also should think about pushing second platoon up here.
I agree.
All right, well let's see how much.
Where I was going was I also wonder if we want to move a card or move that squad once we get third platoon here up into here.
Oh yeah. So that's what I was saying is what we want to do is when third platoon moves up here, we move. When third platoon moves up here, or at some point when third platoon moves up here, we move this guy forward and we call it ceasefire so we don't fire on him.
Oh, I thought you were also saying we do that here with the
we do that. Team. Yeah, we do that both places.
We do it in both. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then probably move the fire team.
And there. And then move the fire team there. Exactly. So that way we're gonna get into these three cards this turn.
Yep. So step one is, does the battalion interfere?
Correct. Or do something nice, like send us a bunch of ammo, which we don't need.
So now that CO gets one. Bastard.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is that we do have a lot of save commands for our platoons, so I'm not as worried about it.
We do. Second and first are the big saved ones, right?
First, second, and third. They've all got 5 to 6.
Oh, good. So my question then would be, my question would be, let's see, the CO's only got one saved, right? I'm just wondering if you use the save commands right now to do what we want to do and activate the first sergeant and start to get him some saved commands.
Okay, I like it. So
the other option would be to get the first sergeant moving some people forward.
Well, the problem if we get.
Well, he is going to move some people.
Possibly.
Maybe.
I don't know that we want to overcrowd this card just in case.
No, we don't. Not with that burst.
Yeah.
And I don't want him undercover in there.
I mean, probably the one thing that we might consider doing with him if we wanted to is we could move the heavy machine. Well, no, but we don't want to move because we're not gonna be targeting this.
I don't think we want
so
to.
I think we just use this to let's just build up some commands for him. So we activate the first. We're gonna activate the first sergeant, and basically we're just gonna save his commands, whatever we get.
He has a +1 to this, right?
Right, because he's a veteran.
6. I like that.
That'll be good for later. So he's up to 8 now. So now, let's draw for first, second, and third platoons, but they're just drawing initiative instead of command.
The first platoon. 2.
Boy, we have gotten a lot of commands this time, which is. He gets a whole deck. We get to choose any card from that
whole deck.
Second platoon, not so much. He gets 1.
You automatically get 1.
Well, no, because he's line, so he gets 1. Right? He drew a 1. Oh, sorry.
Drew a 0.
Sorry. I blew that. Go back because I was looking at the wrong one.
2 for the first.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong number on every single one of them.
0
for the second.
4
for the third. All right.
Well, my question was, do you get a minimum of 1?
No, I did look this up. For when you're doing initiative.
You do with that one.
Yes, but you do not with initiative. Yep. So first platoon is going to spend his first 2 to platoon move everybody up, right?
Undercover? I think he is undercover because he wants to be able to give orders.
It's a good question.
I think so. Because we want him to move. We want him to order up into here and here, right?
Correct. So, but we should also probably infiltrate up, right? Because this card is under
we
fire.
Should infiltrate up. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same cost. So, we got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 5 of these guys. So just start drawing, and we'll figure out who's.
Oh, is it 1 by 1? There's an infiltrate platoon.
Oh, is there an infiltrate platoon?
Yeah, attempt to have a platoon infiltrate an adjacent card. It's 2.
Okay.
And
you only draw, and then you only.
But you're right. Have each unit in the platoon perform an infiltrate attempt.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So
it's 1 by 1.
Yeah,
all right. So platoon HQ first.
Yeah, we'll just go left to right.
No.
Okay.
So he's exposed.
Yep.
A reshuffle. No.
Okay. He's also exposed.
All right, next one. No.
Luckily, I don't think it's going to matter that much. But... Whew. Wow.
Statistically, not probable.
Wow.
Oh, they moved as a unit.
They absolutely did absolutely nothing to. All right, so that was that. Now we're into. So for saved commands, we're going to spend 1 to move the fire team here.
Yep.
1 to infiltrate the assault team there. Well, it will infiltrate him, right? Because there's a volume of fire on that.
Oh, we're going to attempt to infiltrate. You are correct.
Right.
Oh, he gets 2.
And he makes
succeed.
it. Okay, so he succeeds.
Yeah, he made it twice.
All of them. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to call a ceasefire. Right? So I took 3 save commands off. 1 for this, 1 for this, and 1 to call a ceasefire because we don't want to keep firing at this card with our unit on.
Correct. But does this guy also? Well, hold on. We ceased fire, so that should be pointing down.
Shoot, my bad.
But with a unit on here, does he also stop and start firing at that
That's
guy?
a good question, and we should go check that. But I think the answer to that is yes. I believe that they track. I'm going to pause the video for a second while we look this up because this may take a while. So I found it. So an engaged unit will continue to fire at the same card until a spotted unit from the opposing side enters its card.
They're going to shift fire.
So basically he's going to, so this PDF comes off the board.
Yep.
This volume of fire shifts to here.
him.
But we have automatic fire going at
We
him.
still have automatic fire. Yep.
So wait, you said there was something else we should have done?
Laid a. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're good. We're gonna want to lay a phone line, but we don't need to yet.
No, yeah, we're still good. It'll only be when the platoon moves up. But the thing is, when the platoon moves up, we might be able to also
Our
move the
HQ.
CO up to here, at which point we don't have to do it.
Yep.
Because we got to conserve phone lines a little bit here for the end.
So the other one is here.
So he's gonna do, the third platoon's gonna do similar. He's gonna.
And actually, the second platoon may move up, right? We talked about it. Second platoon moving up to here.
Yeah, but let's deal with third platoon first. So he moves up here under cover. He can't infiltrate because there's no volume of fire. And then he's gonna order this guy forward. And he should
order that guy.
No, we don't want to order that
Probably
guy
stupid.
forward. Yeah, I mean, we don't want him to get killed by being on the same card as that guy. And he's more of a long-range weapon. So
he's moving up.
Wait, hang on a second. So basically, I spent 3 to platoon move and to move him up, but now he also has to call a ceasefire.
Yep.
Third platoon calls a ceasefire, so we stop firing here. But we now have
automatic.
So we have small arms against him, and there's no fire
small
against
arms. You're
us.
correct. There's no fire against us. Yep.
Actually, we should have infiltrated. Oh no, there's no volume of fire there.
Can you not infiltrate also onto a card with the? Does it have to be VOF?
Oh, you know. Sorry. We could have infiltrated. We should try to infiltrate.
And we should
because our fire
we have
was
it
on that
spotted.
Card. Our fire was on that card. So we could have infiltrated. Excuse me. Back then, so we'll infiltrate him. We'll see if that succeeds.
All right, so 2 draws on that because he is a 1 draw because he's green. Nope, he's line.
He's line.
Oh, well.
Again, I don't think it's going to matter a ton. So that's.
I will be a little surprised if he doesn't try to run away.
So third platoon can't save any more commands. So I guess one question is whether or not he wants to do anything else while he's here. He could. One of the things he could do.
When he tells that guy to infiltrate, could he have told him? Could he have exhorted him?
Oh yeah, he could exhort him. Why not?
Is that valuable, or is there something else?
See, I don't think there's anything else. Like, what else could get? I mean, I guess the only other thing we could do is we could order this second weapons unit over here, but because second platoon's probably going here, but I don't think that really does anything.
Yeah.
So I think we should just exhort him, and I mean, it's just
one more attempt.
It's just a way of not spending the command.
So no.
But he ends up with okay. So then the last thing is the EXO gets 1. But I don't know that the EXO wants to do anything. Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry. Second platoon, right? Second platoon needs to have needs to draw for initiative. Isn't that right? I'm not forgetting this, am I?
Oh, we did
no. Sorry. Second platoon already
did the sergeant.
Second platoon already did draw for initiative, and he drew 0. That's why he was there. So, but the question is, do we want to have second platoon move up here? I think we don't put him under cover, but I think we move him up.
I agree, but
although
in theory, that fire is going away.
Yeah, I'm just so nervous if like something else happens.
What can happen?
Well, if he comes back alive and reigns like.
And he come back alive, I guess he could rally, but he'll be past.
Not this turn, but he could.
Then we move him out. Then we move him out of cover. Then he's exposed.
He's exposed. Let's just move him into the card.
I feel like moving him in. He's going to be able to. Let's see. Has he? What does he have? Yeah. He can. He can merge those squads.
All right. So what we could do this because I mean we've got a bunch of commands with him. Oh no. You want to just move him undercover? Be done with it?
I feel like that's the smart thing.
So here's the thing. We could technically infiltrate these guys. I just don't feel like drawing all those cards.
Well, I don't think anything's going to happen.
Well, there's all these potential contacts, but I don't think any of them is probably going to.
They fire at them, but they fire at the card that exposed it first. So sure. I don't think. I would argue this: if we screwed that up and it turns out
really badly, we'll go back and look at it.
Well, if it turns out they should have, we'll check for infiltration for each one. But I don't think they're going to be under fire.
Yeah.
So I just don't see where it's coming from.
So now, general initiative. There are some things we would like to do with this. So
yes. 2. So how's it 2?
So I'm thinking a grenade attack here would make sense. And then I'm thinking
makes sense there.
Well, there's 2 things we could do. There's 2 things I'm thinking we could do. We get grenade attempt here and spot here. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I saw this white line and got excited. We can't spot there.
I believe we can spot, yeah.
I don't think we need to move this paralyzed team because he's going to move anyway.
Well, we can move both paralyzed teams, right?
No, the pinned one can't move. Well, he can move. He can move. Yeah, he can move. Yeah.
We could literally get both pinned teams. Well, if he moved the pinned one and then let the other one move during the retreat.
Right. Hang on. The only thing I want to check if okay, an assault team can attempt to make a grenade attack.
So what I wonder is it move the pinned guy here or here?
So I think we should. I think we, because here's the thing: if we move the pinned guy, then what I like about that is that I don't know what this guy's going to do when he's got nobody in his line of sight. He may just leave.
Yep.
So
worst case, he'll sit there and we know he's available for that or that.
So this paralyzed guy moves here, right? Or we could move this paralyzed guy here if we wanted to.
We can move the pinned one here, yeah.
We can move the pinned one here.
My understanding.
But you know what? Oh, you know what? This is still automatic because they're not under volume of fire. Like the rally, I think, is automatic.
Right. Yep.
What if does he keep his pin?
No,
he can't. No, he's not under fire. Yeah. All right, and then we'll use this guy to make a grenade attack here.
So he's gonna have 2 attempts. What happens if he misses?
Does it affect both of them? Well,
grenade miss on the whole card.
Yeah, grenade miss on the whole card. So I think
affects both players.
Yeah, so he might have a minus. He might have to deal with a. He might actually then have to.
Does that grenade actually bias enough?
I'm not sure it does now that I'm looking at that, because the only thing is that there is no volume of fire on us.
Oh, that's true.
So the question is, does a grenade miss in that case?
I wouldn't think it would.
Because it's -1 to the net combat modifier, but we're not taking fire.
No.
But I don't know. It could. I mean,
it does.
Could be a -1, but the problem is if it. See, I kind of think it does, because it's like you miss, so now there's like shrapnel. So I actually think we shouldn't do that. And instead, we could either grenade attack here.
If no
or we could
PDF VOF remains on the card, a grenade miss modifier acts as a -1 VOF by itself, affecting the whole card.
There you go. Yep.
So I do not feel like that's
maybe we don't really need to move this guy because his leader's there to rally him now. Actually,
he's not a VOF.
He's no longer pinned, so he's going to move anyway.
Right. I mean, both of those guys can.
Well, we could. I mean, maybe we could. We could do. This is weird. It's like the grenade would affect this guy less than this guy because this guy's got a +2 pin, whereas this guy's got like nothing.
And I feel like grenading that guy gives us more value than this.
Yeah.
Guy, to be honest with you.
All right. Why don't we grenade attack? Why don't we grenade attack this guy then?
That's going to be 2 pulls, right?
Yeah. And as it turns out, we don't even need to worry about it. Because it's not going to affect us.
Yep.
That worked out okay.
Yeah, I think we're getting rid of a LMG.
Yeah, the problem is, what are these potential contacts going to do, though?
Yep.
But on the other hand,
that's those cards' problem right now.
On the other hand, we are now heavily engaged.
We are heavily engaged.
So we're only drawing one card for all those C's.
Yep, so that's a good thing.
All right, so next up, I think, is the...
Retreat. Oh, the enemy HQ.
The enemy does his stuff now. Okay.
Nothing.
Now we got to see what all these guys are going to do. So let's...
so this will be interesting. He's pinned.
2, 3. Oh, this guy is not going to leave because this guy is still here.
Right now, correct.
So
I just drew the second one.
All right, so we go over...
What does he do?
So we go over here. He is pinned on the same card as an opposing player unit and not under cover. So he's going to draw, and it's with leader. So hasty doesn't affect this, right? So he's going to draw a 1 through a 5.
The 1.
No action, which is probably the best result. We didn't want him to fall back because we need to kill him.
Yep.
All right, so 1 to 2 then. So let's see what card goes next.
The 1.
So this guy is pinned on the same card as opposing unit and undercover. So 1 through 5 again.
5 again.
Yep. Don't draw 4 or 5. I don't think we don't want.
1.
No action.
No action.
So then this guy is just going to attempt to concentrate fire because we know this one. We have memorized this one.
No, he doesn't. We got to draw because it's hasty.
You're right. 1 to 2. But I don't think in that case, I think he does concentrate fire.
2 he does.
2, let's see. Not under fire, has valid... Yeah, so he's going to attempt to concentrate fire.
2 draws.
Okay.
He does not.
So with that, hang on while I go and mark off.
I don't believe... Nope, I would not mark that off. Because we're going to move in the retreat phase, and he will not fire. Oh, no, he will.
No, he will fire.
Yeah, he's going to keep firing until there's a ceasefire.
Yep. Exactly. The only person who's not firing this turn is the mortar observer. Yep. Okay, so I've marked off the ammo for the 2 LMGs. Now we are doing potential contacts, correct?
Now it is potential contact.
So 1,
correct.
2, 3.
Oh, no. Nope. The next thing is the retreat, the non-pinned.
Okay.
So he moves. So this guy moves.
And we determined he's going to move back to the staging area, right?
Yep. And I think that's it.
So I think, these guys we don't want them to move, right?
Oh, and they're not under VOF, so I don't think they would in this retreat phase.
Oh, that's true. That's right. It's if they're not pinned in under a VOF. So.
Yep.
Okie doke.
The only ones that move are if you're under retreat any non-pinned, non-captured, paralyzed team under a VOF marker.
Got it.
Either better cover, one card to better cover and mark exposed.
Got it. Okay. So then now we're doing potential contacts. So we're 1, 2, 3, and then we're drawing 1 for each.
All right. So 1 through 3, a 3.
So the open field. This would be a good one to get no contact.
Wait a minute. 1 through 3, wasn't it this one?
No.
I got a 3.
2. Oh, did you get a 3?
Yeah, I got a 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I looked at the wrong column. Okay, so
it's that card.
So that card, yeah.
So 1.
All right.
Nothing.
That's not
1 to a 2. A 1.
So now it's this one.
That card. Nothing.
The open field is going to be the one that pulls the contact.
Nothing.
All right. That was actually fairly successful, man.
Yep.
That was fairly successful.
Although that's an interesting lesson to remember is you when you have to move forward fairly quickly with that line of C's,
Yeah.
that once you get to this heavily the
Yeah.
heavily engaged, the odds drop insanely.
Yes. Yes. So now we're just doing combat effects, right? So this comes off the board, right? This incoming marker comes off the board.
It comes up.
Which
We
means,
update the fire
which
missions.
means that this pinned goes.
Yeah, we were supposed to do the update the fire missions before.
Yeah, sorry.
Then we do the enemy fire.
Yeah, so we'll just go 1, 2, 3 in that order.
That does not affect these guys. Don't fire because we've got.
Right, they don't fire. We don't. We only the Germans fire on themselves. So.
Yep.
So, but I did remove the pinned marker from that assault team. So now, we'll start here.
Yep.
So he has +3.
The -1 affect him with the grenade, with the burst.
No, I think it's. You can double check. No, I don't think it does. I think it's only like incoming fire. So he has, I think he has a -2.
I think that's correct.
All right. Yeah, and I looked it up, and it's only for incoming fire.
-2 is a hit.
Woohoo! That's good.
Paralyzed.
And he's only got 1, so he's basically
very paralyzed. Now, we
are +3.
We infiltrated successfully.
We did.
At
least I think we did.
+3 is a miss. By the way, even if we had not infiltrated, it was a miss.
Okay, 1 second. I want to just double check something really quickly here. So I just want to mark that we performed a successful grenade attack for XP purposes, because that is one of the experience points things here again.
Okay,
and
cool.
Last time I think we were just guessing at it because we.
So I'm pretty sure that means we're going to capture that paralyzed unit.
Oh, you know what? You think you might be right. Next,
well, I don't know when that happens.
That is, it happens.
I think it happens during another phase.
Capture and retreat.
Yep.
So I think it happens. It depends on whether he moves out or not. I think is the main thing.
But this is a place to find some cover. Well, we have cover. We have foxholes now to put people in.
Plus, the other thing is this is a place to sort of move we could move the get the HMG up here. It can fire all the way to here.
HMG and the FO.
Yeah.
And both FOs.
Yeah, they can see all the way to here. Oh, of course, I don't know. The HMG can't reach there, right? 1, 2 can reach to here, but the FOs can. All right. Anyway.
I don't know if they want to.
This one.
Mortar attack may make sense there.
Yeah. So this one this is a +2. So this isn't the greatest. Maybe the grenade attack would have been a good idea.
+2 on him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, he stays pinned, so that's not bad.
Yep.
We may need a grenade attack.
Doing nothing.
So then the last one is this guy just fires, but there's nobody there. Is that so? Are we then cleaning?
I think that's it. I think we clean. That didn't change nothing changed, right? Well, actually, we're no longer all pinned because he's paralyzed.
True. So that changes that, but everything else should stay the same. Thank you so much for joining us and sticking all the way to the end of the video. If you're enjoying this series, this video, this channel, it would be great if you could do the various things that help videos get discovered on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Share it, comment, like the video. And we will be back with the next turn in this mission in the next video.